There is a strength within you that has been there all along. Sometimes in the rush of daily life, we forget that we have the power to create change. We look outside ourselves for validation, for solutions, or for approval. Change is a natural part of life, yet many of us resist it because it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. But the truth is, you have the power to create the change you desire. Often we believe that external circumstances control us, that the conditions around us dictate how we feel or what we can achieve. However, the real power lies within you, within your thoughts, beliefs, and the energy you put out into the world. When you realize that your thoughts shape your reality, you open yourself up to endless possibilities. Every belief you hold, every story you tell yourself about who you are and what you are capable of, is influencing the life you live. If you believe you are powerless or unworthy, then your life will reflect that. On the other hand, when you start to embrace the idea that you can change, that you are in control of your own narrative, everything shifts. Change begins with awareness. It starts when you recognize that the patterns in your life are not fixed. The thoughts you think are not permanent truths, they are habits that can be altered. You may have been conditioned to think a certain way, to believe that you are limited by your past or your circumstances, but those are simply beliefs, not facts. And beliefs can be changed. The first step in tapping into your power to change is to examine the thoughts you think on a daily basis. Are they thoughts of fear, self-doubt, or limitation? Or are they thoughts of possibility, hope, and strength? Whatever you focus on will grow, so it's important to become aware of the mental patterns that may be holding you back. Once you've identified them, you can begin the process of shifting your mindset to one that supports your growth and transformation. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you will begin to see results. Start by choosing thoughts that empower you. If you find yourself thinking, "I'll never be able to change," replace that with, "I am in control of my life and I can make the changes I desire." The more you practice positive affirmations, the more natural they will become. And soon they will start to replace the negative beliefs that have been holding you back. Another important aspect of embracing your power to change is to release the need for perfection. Change is not about being perfect or getting everything right all the time. It's about progress, about taking small steps each day toward the life you want to live. Be gentle with yourself as you go through this process. There will be days when you feel strong and capable, and there will be days when doubt creeps in. That's okay. The key is to keep moving forward, to keep choosing growth over fear. You also need to trust that you are supported in your journey of change. Whether you believe in a higher power, the universe, or simply the flow of life, know that you are never alone in this process. Life is constantly evolving, and you are a part of that evolution. When you embrace the natural flow of change and trust in your own ability to navigate it, you become unstoppable. So remember this: you have the power to change. It is not something that is reserved for the lucky few or for those who seem to have it all figured out. It is within you right now, waiting to be unlocked. All you have to do is make the decision to step into that power, to trust yourself, and to believe in the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. With every thought, every action, and every choice, you are shaping your future. Choose to create one that reflects the highest version of yourself. You can do it. Deep within every person lies a reservoir of strength, often untapped, waiting to be discovered. This inner strength is not something you need to acquire, it's something you already possess. It's the quiet, resilient part of you that can rise to meet life's challenges, even when you feel overwhelmed or uncertain. To embrace your inner strength is to acknowledge that you are capable of more than you realize, that you have the ability to navigate through whatever life throws at you. For many people, the greatest obstacle to accessing this strength is self-doubt. We are often our own harshest critics, underestimating our abilities and second-guessing ourselves. But inner strength isn't about being perfect or never experiencing fear. It's about recognizing that even in your most vulnerable moments, there is a well of courage and resilience within you. It's about trusting yourself and knowing that you have everything you need to overcome difficulties and reach your goals. One of the first steps in embracing your inner strength is learning to silence the negative voices that tell you you're not enough. These voices may come from past experiences, from things people have said, or from societal expectations. But they do not define you. You are not limited by your past or by the judgments of others. You are limitless, and the strength within you grows when you choose to believe in yourself, regardless of the doubts that may try to creep in. It's important to understand that your inner strength doesn't need to be loud or aggressive. It doesn't always manifest as bold actions or grand gestures. Sometimes it's in the small, quiet moments where you choose to keep going despite the challenges. It's in the decision to stand back up after a setback, to trust yourself when the path ahead isn't clear, and to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Embracing your inner strength also involves trusting your intuition. There is a part of you that knows what's best for you, even when logic or outside opinions seem to point in another direction. Your inner voice, your gut feeling, is a powerful guide, and when you listen to it, you are drawing on your natural wisdom and inner strength. Trusting yourself is one of the greatest ways to build confidence and reinforce the belief that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Another key to unlocking your inner strength is practicing self-compassion. Being kind to yourself, especially during tough times, strengthens your resilience. Too often we berate ourselves for not being strong enough, fast enough, or successful enough. But true strength is not about pushing yourself to the brink. It's about knowing when to pause, when to rest, and when to take care of yourself. By practicing kindness toward yourself, you give yourself the space to grow and the energy to keep going. Finally, it's important to celebrate your victories, no matter how small they may seem. Each time you overcome a challenge, face a fear, or take a step outside your comfort zone, you are demonstrating your inner strength. Acknowledge these moments and let them remind you of the power that lies within you. The more you recognize and celebrate your strength, the more it will grow. Embracing your inner strength is a lifelong journey. It's about continuously choosing to believe in yourself, even when the road is difficult. It's about understanding that strength doesn't mean never being afraid or vulnerable. It means moving forward despite those feelings. You are stronger than you know, and when you begin to trust in that strength, you will find that you are capable of achieving far more than you ever imagined. The power of your thoughts cannot be overstated. Every thought you think sends out energy, shaping the way you experience life and influencing the world around you. Positive thoughts create positive outcomes because they set the tone for how you approach each day, every challenge, and all opportunities. By consciously choosing thoughts that uplift and inspire you, you set in motion a chain reaction that not only affects your mindset but also transforms your reality. When you think positively, you open yourself up to new possibilities. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring life's difficulties or pretending that challenges don't exist. Instead, it means choosing to focus on what you can control: your attitude, your actions, and your perspective. By cultivating positive thoughts, you give yourself the mental and emotional strength to navigate through tough times with grace and resilience. You begin to see opportunities where others might see obstacles, and you start to believe that success is within reach. One of the key reasons positive thoughts lead to positive outcomes is because they shift your mindset. When you are stuck in negative thinking, your mind becomes a barrier to your progress. You start to believe that things will never change or that you're not capable of achieving your goals. But when you think positively, your mind becomes a powerful ally. You start to believe in your own potential, and this belief pushes you to take the necessary steps toward your goals. Positive thoughts boost your confidence, increase your motivation, and encourage you to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Moreover, positive thinking helps to create a sense of inner peace. When your mind is filled with thoughts of hope, gratitude, and optimism, it becomes easier to maintain a calm and centered state of being, even in the face of challenges. This peace allows you to approach life from a place of strength rather than fear. You are no longer reacting to every setback or difficulty with anxiety or frustration, but instead you meet each moment with a sense of calm assurance that things will work out in your favor. Positive thoughts also have a direct impact on your physical health. Numerous studies have shown that maintaining a positive mindset can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve overall well-being. When you think positively, your body responds by releasing feel-good chemicals like endorphins, which boost your mood and energy levels. In this way, your thoughts not only shape your mental and emotional state, but also influence your physical health. Another important factor is that positive thinking attracts positive energy. The law of attraction states that like attracts like. When you radiate positivity, you attract similar energy into your life. This might show up as new opportunities, supportive relationships, or unexpected blessings. People are naturally drawn to those who exude positivity because it is uplifting and energizing to be around. When you carry yourself with a positive outlook, others notice, and they in turn bring more positivity into your world. Positive thinking also fosters creativity and problem solving. When you believe in the possibility of success, your mind becomes more flexible and open to new ideas. Instead of seeing only limitations, you start to see solutions. You approach problems with a mindset that there is always a way forward, which helps you think creatively and find new approaches to challenges. This kind of thinking not only enhances your personal growth, but also makes you more effective in your work, relationships, and daily life. Finally, positive thoughts create positive outcomes because they cultivate a sense of gratitude. When you focus on the good in your life, you naturally begin to feel more thankful for what you have. Gratitude is a powerful force that amplifies positivity. The more you appreciate the small blessings, the more you will notice them. This creates a cycle of positivity that reinforces itself over time. In conclusion, positive thoughts are a powerful tool for shaping your life. By focusing on optimism, gratitude, and possibility, you align yourself with positive outcomes. Your mindset is a powerful force. And when you consciously choose to think positively, you set the stage for success, fulfillment, and happiness. Every thought is a choice, and by choosing positivity, you create a life filled with hope, opportunity, and joy. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful acts of self-liberation. When you forgive yourself and others, you release the heavy burdens of guilt, resentment, anger, and regret. These negative emotions, when left unchecked, can weigh you down and prevent you from living fully in the present. Forgiveness, however, is not just about letting someone else off the hook for their actions. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional chains that keep you tied to the past, allowing you to move forward with peace, clarity, and a sense of renewal. The journey to forgiveness begins with yourself. We all make mistakes, sometimes big ones, and it's easy to get trapped in cycles of self-blame and guilt. You might replay moments in your mind, wishing you had done things differently, said something else, or made a better choice. These thoughts can become overwhelming, causing you to feel stuck in regret. But holding on to guilt does not serve you. In fact, it only deepens the emotional wounds. By forgiving yourself, you acknowledge that you are human, capable of making mistakes, and also capable of growth. Self-forgiveness is an act of self-compassion. It means accepting your imperfections and recognizing that mistakes are a part of life. They offer opportunities for learning and growth. When you forgive yourself, you are not excusing the behavior, but rather choosing to release the emotional hold it has over you. You accept responsibility for your actions, learn from them, and allow yourself the grace to move on. This process opens the door for healing and self-empowerment, enabling you to live more freely without the shadow of past mistakes weighing you down. Forgiving others can be equally transformative. Holding on to anger, resentment, or bitterness towards someone who has wronged you can be toxic. These emotions take up mental and emotional space, draining your energy and often causing more harm to you than to the other person. When you hold a grudge, you keep yourself locked in a state of pain, reliving the hurt over and over again. Forgiving others is not about condoning their behavior or saying that what they did was okay. It's about choosing to no longer allow their actions to have power over you. Forgiveness of others allows you to reclaim your energy and focus it on more positive, fulfilling areas of your life. It frees your mind and heart from the grip of negativity and opens up space for peace, joy, and personal growth. Forgiveness is about your well-being, not about the other person. By letting go of the resentment, you're no longer tied to the past and can fully embrace the present. It's important to understand that forgiveness is a process. It doesn't happen overnight, and it often takes time, especially if the wound is deep. But the more you commit to forgiving, the lighter you will feel. Each step you take toward forgiveness is a step toward freedom. The weight of past hurts will begin to lift, and you'll find that you are no longer defined by the pain or the actions of others. Forgiveness allows you to reclaim your power and live on your own terms. In some cases, you may need to forgive someone who has never apologized or shown remorse. This can be especially difficult, but it's crucial to remember that forgiveness is for your benefit, not theirs. You don't need the other person to acknowledge their wrongdoing in order to release the pain it caused you. By forgiving them, you're choosing to prioritize your emotional well-being, regardless of their actions. Forgiveness also fosters empathy and understanding. It helps you recognize that we are all flawed individuals, each navigating our own struggles. When you choose to forgive, you open your heart to compassion, allowing yourself to see the humanity in others. This doesn't mean you have to maintain relationships with those who have hurt you, but it does mean you can release the bitterness and embrace a more compassionate, peaceful mindset. In the end, forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. It's a declaration that you refuse to let the past dictate your future, that you choose freedom over suffering and peace over conflict. By forgiving yourself and others, you create space for healing, growth, and transformation. You allow yourself to live more fully, unburdened by the emotional weight of old wounds. In this way, forgiveness becomes a path to personal liberation, opening the door to a brighter, more fulfilling life. Life is a journey filled with twists and turns, ups and downs, moments of joy, and times of uncertainty. Often we become so focused on the destination, on achieving specific goals or reaching a certain point in our lives, that we forget to appreciate the journey itself. Trusting the journey means accepting that life is not always linear or predictable, but that every experience, both good and bad, has value and purpose. It's about surrendering to the flow of life, trusting that everything is unfolding as it should, even when the path ahead seems unclear or difficult. One of the most challenging aspects of trusting the journey is the uncertainty that comes with it. We like to feel in control of our lives, to know what's coming next, and to have a clear plan. But life doesn't always follow our expectations. There are times when things don't go as planned, when setbacks occur, or when we find ourselves on an entirely different path than we had imagined. In these moments, it's easy to feel frustrated, anxious, or discouraged. However, when you trust the journey, you recognize that even in the uncertainty, there is something meaningful taking place. Every detour, every challenge, and every unexpected turn is part of the process of growth and self-discovery. Trusting the journey also means letting go of the need for immediate answers or results. Sometimes we are so eager to get to the finish line that we forget that the process itself is where the real transformation happens. Personal growth, wisdom, and understanding come from the experiences we have along the way, not just from the outcome. When you embrace the journey, you learn to appreciate the small steps, the lessons learned, and the personal growth that occurs in the midst of challenges. Each stage of the journey has something to teach you, and trusting in that process allows you to find peace in the present moment. Another key aspect of trusting the journey is faith in yourself, in the process, and in the timing of your life. This faith doesn't mean that you will always understand why things are happening the way they are, but it does mean that you believe there is a greater purpose behind it. Trusting the journey is about believing that everything you go through, even the hardships, is leading you towards something greater. When you trust the timing of your life, you release the pressure to have everything figured out right now, and you begin to trust that things will unfold at the right time. It's important to remember that the journey is uniquely yours. Comparing your path to others can often lead to frustration or self-doubt, but each person's journey is different. You may see others reaching milestones that you haven't yet achieved, or you may wonder why things seem to be taking longer for you. However, trusting the journey means accepting that your path is yours alone, and it is unfolding exactly as it should for your personal growth and fulfillment. Each experience, whether joyful or challenging, is designed to help you become the person you are meant to be. Part of trusting the journey also involves embracing the unknown. Life is full of surprises, and not everything can be planned or predicted. Instead of fearing the unknown, you can choose to see it as a space of possibility and opportunity. When you let go of the need to control every aspect of your life and instead trust in the unfolding process, you open yourself up to new experiences, perspectives, and opportunities that you might not have anticipated. The unknown can be a place of discovery, where you find out more about yourself and the world around you. Ultimately, trusting the journey is about surrendering to the flow of life. It's about realizing that life is not a race to be won, but a series of moments to be experienced fully. It's about having faith that you are being guided, even when the path is difficult or unclear. By trusting the journey, you allow yourself to grow, to learn, and to evolve with each step. You release the need for everything to make sense in the moment, knowing that in time the pieces will come together. In trusting the journey, you cultivate patience, resilience, and a deeper connection to yourself. You come to understand that the challenges you face are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. You learn to let go of the pressure to be perfect or to have all the answers, and instead you embrace the beauty of the unfolding process. Trusting the journey allows you to live with a sense of peace, knowing that everything is happening as it should, and that each step, no matter how small or difficult, is leading you toward a richer, more fulfilling life. The power of affirmations lies in their ability to shape your thoughts, beliefs, and ultimately your actions. When you affirm daily, "I can do it," you are reinforcing a mindset of confidence, resilience, and determination. These simple words act as a powerful reminder that you possess the strength and ability to overcome challenges and achieve your goals. Consistently repeating this affirmation can transform the way you perceive yourself and the world around you, setting a positive tone for your daily life. One of the most significant benefits of affirming "I can do it" is that it helps shift your mindset. Often we carry self-limiting beliefs that tell us we are not capable, not smart enough, or not deserving of success. These negative thoughts can hold you back from reaching your full potential. But when you consciously affirm "I can do it," you are actively challenging those limiting beliefs. You begin to replace thoughts of doubt and fear with thoughts of possibility and confidence. This shift in mindset creates a foundation for positive change, as it encourages you to take action and move toward your goals, rather than being held back by insecurity. Affirmations work best when they are spoken with conviction. Each time you say "I can do it," you are sending a message to your subconscious mind, reinforcing the belief in your capabilities. Your subconscious mind plays a significant role in shaping your behavior, so feeding it positive, empowering messages helps align your thoughts with your actions. Over time, you start to internalize this belief, and it becomes a part of your identity. You no longer question whether you can achieve something you know you can, because you've told yourself repeatedly that it's true. Daily affirmations also serve as a powerful tool for building resilience. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when faced with difficulties, but affirming "I can do it" reminds you that no matter the challenge, you have the strength to overcome it. This affirmation reinforces the belief that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. It acts as a mental anchor, grounding you in a place of strength and determination, even when circumstances seem tough. By reminding yourself each day of your ability to persevere, you develop a mindset that is focused on solutions rather than problems. Another important aspect of affirming "I can do it" is that it helps you stay motivated. The journey toward your goals can often be long and demanding, and it's easy to lose sight of your progress when things don't go as planned. However, when you affirm daily that you are capable, you fuel your motivation and maintain a positive outlook, even during challenging times. This affirmation serves as a constant reminder that you are moving forward, that progress is being made, and that success is within reach. It helps you stay focused on your goals and encourages you to keep pushing forward, even when the path is difficult. Affirming "I can do it" also cultivates a sense of self-trust. Trusting yourself is essential for personal growth and achievement. When you believe in your abilities, you are more likely to take risks, step outside of your comfort zone, and pursue your dreams with confidence. Self-trust empowers you to rely on your inner wisdom and intuition, rather than seeking validation from external sources. By affirming, "I can do it," every day you strengthen that self-trust, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of making good decisions and navigating life's challenges successfully. Moreover, this affirmation fosters a positive outlook on life. The simple act of repeating "I can do it" helps you approach your day with optimism and a can-do attitude. You begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to be feared. This positive outlook not only boosts your confidence but also attracts more positive experiences into your life. When you approach situations with the belief that you can succeed, you are more likely to do so because your mindset aligns with your actions. You become more open to new possibilities and are willing to take on challenges with the belief that you have what it takes to succeed. Incorporating this affirmation into your daily routine can have a profound impact on your life. Whether you say it first thing in the morning during moments of doubt or before tackling a difficult task, "I can do it" serves as a constant reminder of your strength and potential. Over time, this simple phrase can shift the way you view yourself in the world, empowering you to take control of your life and move toward your goals with confidence and determination. Ultimately, affirming "I can do it" is about embracing your power. It's a declaration that you are capable, that you believe in yourself, and that you trust your ability to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. By making this affirmation a daily practice, you cultivate a mindset of empowerment and positivity, setting the stage for success in every area of your life. With each repetition, you strengthen your belief in yourself, opening the door to endless possibilities and personal growth.